The boss told them to come back the next day, ready for work. But when that next day came, something happened that would change Gabriel's mind forever. A massive ship, bigger than anything he had ever seen, sailed into the Lagos port. It was a container ship from Congo, fully loaded, towering over the water like a moving city. Gabriel shook his friend awake. "Brother, wake up. Come and see. I've never seen anything this big." Their eyes were glued to the ship. In that moment, something inside Gabriel shifted. A new mindset was born. He started thinking big, thinking different, thinking brave. They quickly folded their mat, had their usual tea and bread, and rushed to catch the boat heading to the port. Lost in his thoughts about the giant ship, Gabriel didn't even hear his friend until he shouted, "Aha, we've arrived. Be careful when you jump." At the seaport, they waited for the boss to assign them their jobs. Later that day, they finally got work inside the freezing cold room of a fish vessel. Their job was tough. They had to load 24 pallets of frozen fish, and the cold was so intense they had to take a break after every single pallet. They worked like this for 2 months. Those first 2 weeks almost broke Gabriel. The cold, the hard labor, the exhaust in it was almost too much. But every day, he prayed. Every day, he pushed himself harder. Every day, he refused to give up. One morning, while they were working, Gabriel overheard some of the other workers talking. One of them said, "By the end of this week, I will collect my salary." Gabriel's ears perked up. He immediately went to his friend. "I need to talk to the boss," he said. "I want to get my salary every week, not every 2 months. His friend was skeptical. "Are you sure? That might be a bad idea." But Gabriel explained his reasoning. "We don't have anywhere safe to keep our money. It's better if I collect mine every week and hold it myself." His friend disagreed. He'd already arranged to keep his money with another Liberian friend who lived in the village. But Gabriel trusted his gut. He went to the boss and requested to be paid weekly. Just 2 weeks later, everything went wrong. A huge fight broke out between Gabriel's friend and the man who was keeping his money for him. Gabriel had to rush in and separate them. Later, as they were walking, his friend explained what happened, his voice full of anger and frustration. "He used my money without telling me. I needed it to buy something, and he just said he doesn't have it." Gabriel looked at him and finally said, "That is why I collect my own money directly from the boss." His friend wasn't happy to hear it, but he had learned a very hard and expensive lesson. One day, during a break just outside the freezing cold room, Gabriel leaned over to his friend and whispered, "I have an idea. We will take at least 5 pieces of broken fish each time we go on break." His friend looked at him like he was crazy. "Gabriel, are you mad? They will catch you." But Gabriel just smiled. "Watch me," he said. He took off his thick work coat, stuffed several pieces of frozen fish into the pockets, put the coat back on, and walked right out. His friend stared, completely shocked. The cold fish pressed against Gabriel's body, but it worked. He sold each piece for 60 naira to the old women who came to the port to buy broken fish. And just like that, their hustle expanded. They became true hustlers of the port. They learned all the secrets and found new ways to survive and make extra money. They sold broken fish. They secretly collected spilled rice from the ships that brought it in. They worked extra shifts and took on night duty whenever they could. They even started sleeping inside the port sometimes, just so they wouldn't miss any opportunities. They learned the security patterns, figured out who to avoid, and met the boat boys who could secretly transport goods for them. They saved their money, little by little. Soon, they had enough to rent a better room in the village and finally move out of their friend's cramped space. Gabriel was changing. He was growing. He was no longer the boy they used to laugh at. One evening, their hustle led them to the back area of the port. They were waiting for their boat boy to come pick up the rice, fish, and sugar they had gathered. Everything was going according to plan, until suddenly, Gabriel's eyes widened. "Look! Police! Ban! Eh? Eh? Eh?" His friend's face went pale. "Gabriel, run. It is the port police." They didn't hesitate. They dropped everything and ran for their lives. The police chased them through the dark corners of the port. Gabriel and his friend left all their goods behind: the food, the bags, everything they had worked so hard for. They barely managed to escape from the port, completely empty-handed. But that night, as they ran, something else happened. Something Gabriel could never forget. The story isn't over. Part 5 is coming soon, and it's called The Night That Changed Everything. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.